right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, just wanted to, do a little commentary, okay, on the topic. This is an article, all right, that one of the elders put in the group chat, and I haven't really read it yet, but I'm just going based off of the headline, okay, which says law enforcement all over America, all right, are basically preparing for civil unrest, all over America, okay, and he was actually, okay, the elder Itazawam, he was doing a stream last night, I caught a bit of it, speaking about what the mentality of people is, all right, with this upcoming election, okay, and a lot of people are not in that mindset of, everything being good, everything being calm. A lot of people are scared, okay, people are actually in fear, they're of the mindset of, yo, if I'm in New York, I'm trying to move to Jersey, or wherever I'm at, I'm trying to have an area because they're expecting the election night to be sort of like a, I don't know if powder keg will be the right term to use, but it's going to be something that's going to cause a chain reaction, okay, which, that's what majority of people are expecting, but you know what, you should expect it, and Lord willing, that's what it is on election night, because if you think about it, there are a lot of countries which have gone, all right, become third world countries and worse due to an election or an election mishap, something with the election, and if something goes wrong and the people just start uprising, all right, they start civil disorder, okay, and things get out of hand, because as it tells you in the book of Esdras, 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, that there shall be sedition among men. All right, now the question is why? What is going to cause sedition among men? Okay, now when you look at what happened during the time of George Floyd, right? George Floyd, let's say, he died. Cool. Police murdered him, however you want to call it. There were riots all over the country, okay, for a good couple of days, weeks, okay, riots all over the country over George Floyd's death. And majority of that were quote unquote Black Lives Matter and sympathizers, okay? They were the ones who were really outraged, okay, and upset about it. Now, when you're dealing with a presidential election, if there's going to be a riot, it's not going to be just because George Floyd, not everybody cared about George Floyd. You had a lot of Edomites that were like, yo, what the hell are you doing all this for? We don't care, But this time when people uprise and people uproar, it's going to be the whole country, because the president, all right, if they don't like the way the election went, that's the whole country, okay? Somebody's going to be upset. Somebody's going to be hurt. And if somebody's hurt, that means they're gonna basically cause some form of unrest, because they're like, yo, hold up, my life for the next 4 years is gonna be under this guy. Whether, let's say Trump wins, for example, people are not gonna, they're gonna say, no, we're gonna uproar until a change happens, because I'm not trying to stay for another 4 years under Trump's as they would call it, dictatorship. Okay, but what they fail to realize exactly, a shalom to those watching, by the way, but salvation of the elect, all right, like you said, they made a movie called Purge Election Year, predictive programming, exactly, okay, that's how they do it, man. So it's no coincidence that they set up the whole George Floyd situation, all right, you had a lot of riots, all right, I think we're back now, all right. Saying for COVID reasons that they can't have them in the jail cells. Okay, so a lot of things are getting ready to happen, and you have a lot of people that aren't even ready. You see, look, now that the Lord set it up beautifully, because now that the Lord is actually working, people ain't paying attention. All right, people are not paying attention now that the Most High is actually letting these prophecies come to pass. It tells you in the book of Habakkuk that what, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will come, it will not tarry. And now that the prophecies are not tarrying, that's when people want to get distracted and start thinking and looking all different ways. You're like, hold up, if we're the ones prophesying about the destruction coming, don't you think we should be the ones who are most alert, the ones who are most watching, yo, what's going on, da-da-da-da-da, But Jake is scatterbrained, Jake is looking here, they doing this, they doing that, And I was meditating last night, I thought about it, I was like, yo, you know what? That's why it says in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, I believe it's the 2nd chapter, where it says that the Lord said, why should ye be stricken anymore? You will revolt the more and more. Okay, shalom, elder. All right. Why you will revolt the more and more? Because hold up, when you think about it, when going back to the time of Judges and all the different times when Jake was being rebellious, we're seeing it now. Okay, we're seeing how now that we come back to our nationality, there's always gonna be a batch of bad apples that come along with the nation of Israel. It's always until the kingdom of heaven, that is, and we're starting to finally remember why we went into slavery, why we had such a hard time, why we were under such severe curses. We're starting to see it now, because the same thing that is going on right now in Israel is the same thing that was going on back then. But now you're starting to see, you're like, damn. So after all that, the Lord gave us a chance to come back. One more chance to come back. And even in that, you still have wicked Israelites just like you did back then. And when you look at it, you're like, no wonder, man. People who have no fear of the Lord, you look at it and you're like, no wonder the Most High got so upset that he did away with us. It all makes sense now. All right. But going back to it, man, now's the time when, you know what? There's a reason the Lord doesn't act on impulse. There's a reason Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai doesn't just judge everybody right then and there on the spot. Because there's some people who he's saving. He's reserving the wicked onto the day of destruction, the day of wrath. So when this thing pops off, all right, and Lord willing, this election be it, cause it to pop off, because that's right before, really it's in winter, okay? But right before the full, harsh, cold winter, where they're already talking about how the next 5 months, I believe, is going to be the darkest time in American history. Now, they have something called Operation Dark Winter, okay? And so they said it's going to be the darkest time in American history because of the coronavirus. But you also got civil unrest that's coming, So, and that now is the time, because you're hearing talks about the mark of the beast more than ever, okay? Talks about them. Hey, I posted a video last night on Japan. They have something, I think it's called EPO or OPPO microchip implant in Japan, and they have a whole commercial about it. It's actually a microchip, not a phone. No. It's a microchip implant. They're showing the commercial and everything. So first you had what came out in Sweden, then you have Japan, okay, and all these other countries are going to follow suit. So now that the prophecy of the mark of the beast is speaking, see, that was one of the last prophecies we were waiting on, okay? And now that we're seeing it speak more and more, we know that the minor prophecies that happened before that are gonna start picking up, because the Lord sets up everything like a domino piece. All right, it's a domino effect. So once all the pieces have been set up, we know that now it's not gonna be another pump fake of prophecies, because sometimes prophecy does happen like that, where it's like a pump fake. You think it is, but it's not. That's what it means by though it tarry, wait for it. Okay. Now that we see the chip being manifest and all these other things, we know it's not going to be a pump fake, and Lord willing, this be it. Okay. This is Stay in the Spirit 144 by Isaiah 1 and 4. That's right. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger and are gone away backward. Why should he be stricken any more? Ye will revolt the more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Exactly. Because it's not going to change. Clearly, captivity is not going to make Jake repent, except for the elect. Okay? If you notice one thing, man, if you look at a math equation, for example, you have a variable, depending on what kind of equation it is, all right? You have a variable that changes, and then you have the constants, all right, or the coefficients that might just stay the same. Okay, and that's these wicked ass Israelites. They stay the same throughout generation. The equation changes, the number stays the same. It's like you trying to get the equation to equal 4. So you say 2 plus 2. These people are 5. They stay 5. You say, all right, 2 plus 2, 5. They don't want to correct themselves and come in order and just become 4. So they stay at 5. You say, all right, I'm gonna rephrase it. 1 plus 3, what's that? 5. That's these wicked Israelites, man. They're stuck. They're a seed of evildoers, man. And that's why, you understand more and more now why the Most High is going to have to actually destroy 2/3. He has to destroy 2/3. There is no other way, because wicked Israelites will not repent. If you want to see a record of that, look at since the time of creation, man. That's what the angel was telling Ezra. Slocking him at this trade pass. All right, that's what the angel was telling Ezra, that these wicked ass Israelites, man, they're gonna get their time of judgment, but they're not gonna stop. You know, so hey, for us, all we gotta do is keep watching these prophecies, because the Most High ultimately set them up that way. He set them up to where now that you gotta really be on your watchtower, you know what they're doing? They're doing folly. You know, their mind is completely somewhere else, and that's, you know what? That's why the Most High said he's gonna come as a thief in the night, man. He's gonna distract you, those wicked Israelites. He's gonna distract you, and he's gonna hit you. Okay. It says, stay in the spirit, 144 by Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. So you can't, it's not like the Lord did not reveal the path to them. The Lord did reveal the path, but they said they don't want to walk in it, because in the past they didn't walk in it. This time they don't want to walk in it again. But we're so close to prophecy, all right? We're so close to all hell breaking loose. We're so close to that chip being made mandatory, man. And when the chip when the chip comes out, okay, you people are going to be scrambling, man. You're going to be scrambling. I'm telling you, people are going to scramble, because you know what? It's going to get to the point where you cannot live your regular life without having a chip, okay? That microchip is going to be a very big part in the world very, very soon, okay? And they're going to come all out, and you're going to need to make a stand, whether you're going all out for the Lord or you're going all out for the society. If you are in the middle, you're going all out for the society. The Lord ain't dealing with that, okay? Yahweh Shem El Shai wants that. That's why he said he doesn't want any lukewarm, none of that, man, okay? That's why you have to be fully persuaded right now in your mind that when that time comes up, when that time comes, for better or worse, whatever happens, I'm not taking that chip. But instead of people strengthening their minds to those thoughts, you know what they're doing? They're doing folly. They're worried about the other things, man. Every single day, there's articles that come out, okay? Information pertaining to prophecy, pertaining to what's about to happen, pertaining to the hell that's about to break loose, okay? And as a watchman, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to watch, and you're supposed to warn the flock, okay? And hey, the Lord had it to where you have even the sheep. They're on point. You know, they be looking at articles, you know what I'm saying, sending links, sending all of that, you know, because now's the time when we got to watch more than ever, okay? But hey, at the end of the day, man, everybody's going to stand in their lot. You know, if your lot is to get this word, if your lot is to actually do what you got to do, you're going to do it. If it's not, then hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Jeremiah 6:17. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Jeremiah 6:17. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, but they said, we will not hearken. So is the Most High going to be wrong when he brings civil unrest for destroying you niggas? Why would he be wrong? You know, and he's going to set it up to a way where it's going to be your fault because you weren't paying attention. You got caught up in the calamities. You know, that's not anybody's fault but your fault. The Lord gave you all the ingredients. The Lord told you what you have to do. If you decided you didn't want to do it, man, then that's on you. Okay, it's very, very, it's surprising, but it's not surprising at the same time. You know, you can expect it. Crack this window real quick. You know, you can expect that, you know what, it is what it is. But it's just so sad that, yo, I mean, look at all the different captivities we've gone through. And you would think Jake would learn. You would think now that the end of Yahushua is coming, at least even just for this generation, you know, now that Yahushua is coming, you would think Jake would say, you know what, things are actually happening. There's so much happening. We don't have time for distractions. Why don't we just focus on the prophecies? If we call ourselves prophets, are we not supposed to prophesy? Okay. But hey, like I said, man, people are going to do what they're going to do. So let's get a precept here in the book of Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. Because if they cover with a covering of the spirit of the Lord, they'll be conflicted and they can't add sin unto sin. But you know what? They don't want to do that because they want to be allowed to commit wickedness. So in Jacob's trouble, when we see people dying, you know, when we see victims, you shouldn't look, man. When you see, if the Lord don't put the spirit on you and you see somebody getting their judgment, you let them be, man. You know why? Because the scriptures say meddle, basically meddle not in things that concern thee not. Okay? Because whoever you might not know them personally, you might see them getting judged, but that might be for something that they were doing during this time, during the grace period, some wickedness they were doing, man. So when judgment goes out, man, you don't get in the Lord's way. If you try to get in the Lord's way when judgment goes out, you're going to get got. You know? Personally, man, I'm not interested in getting got. All right? Let me see what's on here. How you doing? Boko.
Now, Papa, you looking for Pangin?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just found one?
I just got here.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'll find one here. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Yep. Salvation of the elect. The Heavenly Father even gave us the grace period. No excuse for the 2/3. Yeah, the Lord gave us a grace period. Okay, a time. All right, for us to see. Look, when this Corona stuff came.
I got one penny. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So when Salakia, but when the Lord shut this whole thing down with the Corona, that was time for you people to wake up. If you were being lukewarm, that was time for you to, light that fire under your ass. The Lord was like, look, I could cause all hell to break loose with the coronavirus right in the first wave. I could cause that. But the Lord had mercy, because a lot of people, you had a lot of new brothers and newcomers that came in during this year. Because 2020 was that last awakening, that last wake-up call. Wake up, Jacob. You see what's going on. You see that the Lord ain't playing no more. All right? You see the things we're saying, it's not a joke anymore.
I got it yesterday from work.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, see? So, hey, the water about you outside just got me a, a nice bag of bread right there. Even that's a little minor example going to show you all hell breaks loose. I didn't ask for the bread. He just offered. He said, yo, I got some, but I know him, so it's not it's nothing weird or nothing like that. But yeah, just going into it, this year was supposed to be that it was that awakening moment. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, but you're not going hard enough, you go harder, because you're seeing that, the Lord is like, things got to pick up, man. Everybody got to tighten up, So that's right. My servant shall eat, that's, so things got to pick up, man. Hey, and that's a beautiful example too, because like bread like this, what I'm saying, just one can be enough to satisfy you, but I got a whole stack, so when all hell breaks loose, the Lord, hey, we could be thinking, damn, maybe the Lord give me like a sandwich or a pizza, and the Lord might give you in abundance. Okay, when all hell breaks loose, when the Lord said he's gonna feed us, the Lord might just give you in abundance, man, because in Isaiah 65 it says we're gonna rejoice, we're gonna sing, we're gonna eat, we're gonna be filled. Okay, so we're not gonna be out here like, damn, the Lord gave me only half a bottle of water, I'm still thirsty afterwards. Nah, man, the Lord gonna take care of us. Okay, but going back to the message, going back to the point, man, if you seeing what's going on right now, things are more active now than they were last year. So if you're seeing what's going on right now, we're what, 2 weeks, if that, away from the election, and everybody's anticipating some form of chaos, man. Okay, so that's where your mind should be at. Your mind should be at, look, just in case this 2 weeks is the last 2 weeks before shit really pops off. Just in case, how do you want to use your 2 weeks? How do you want to utilize it? And it's the spirit that the Lord put on Apostle Tahar to say that bro should do daily videos now. Okay, because guess what? Now you got to give it your all. When you get to that last end, you got to give it your all. So like, hypothetically speaking, if this 2 weeks, right, before the election is the last 2 weeks before all hell breaks loose, do you want to just sit on your ass? Do you want to be focused on drama? Or do you want to give it your all? You want to give it your last, look, man, whatever videos you got, whatever, and whatever your lot is, the most you can do in that, you do it, just in case. Because look, you never know what day the Lord can shut this whole thing down. You might wake up one day and the Lord just shut down the whole internet, shut down the whole YouTube, shut all that down, man. You might wake up one day and Esau sets up a false flag attack and boom, that's it. There goes us. He blames us for it and there we go. And at that point, you probably thinking, all right, tomorrow I'm going to do this video real quick, nice banger, we're going to call it a day. Guess what? You should have done the video yesterday, man. Or whatever works, whatever form it was, you should have done it yesterday, because today, that's it. The Lord, when the Lord says stop writing, pencils down, it's stop writing, pencils down. It's not, okay, let me circle the last few seconds. That's not how it is, man. So being that we don't know, we want to make sure that every second we're doing the best we can. Because if the Lord came right now, are you gonna have given it your all? But anyway, back in Isaiah 30, we're gonna jump down to verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children. See, when we read about people like Janus and Jambres, or people like what was his name? Achan, I believe that was his name. All right. When we read about people like that, he was the one who, when the Lord commanded us, when we went into this, the Canaanite cities to destroy everything, okay, kill them and destroy everything. He went and he saw a nice Babylonian-ish garment, and he went and took it. All right, nigga shit. Okay, you had I think it was Janus and Jambres. I think those were the two, either them or it was another two that came against Moses. You know, and the Lord had the earth open up and swallow them. Okay, now that's also nigga shit. But when you read it in the Bible, it sounds like, oh damn, these guys were wicked, but you don't really get the full visual of it. But when you look in Israel and you see the kind of shit people are doing today, you start to get the clearer picture. Like, oh, you were the kind of people. I could see what the scriptures were talking about when they mentioned niggas like that back then. I could see it now because they're doing the same thing now. You know, when you hear some of the things that people are actually doing, because we're so focused on prophecy, we're not investing in people's lives. But sometimes the Lord has it to where things get aired out, and you're like, what? Hold up, what? People actually doing this, man? You get shocked, man. Because you're like, wait, you know what I'm saying? If you're in the right spirit, you're hoping that other brothers are in the right spirit. That what you're doing with your spare time concerning the scriptures, that other brothers are in the same spirit. So when you hear some wild, you like, oh, like that's crazy. Like, how can you be in the truth and do some crazy things like that? But it helps you visualize what you read in the scriptures. You're like, yo, this is the same kind of things that was going on back then. All right. When it says that they were sacrificing their children in the fire unto Molech, yeah, it's one thing to read it, but if you see that today, you're like, damn, that's intense. That's an actual live baby that you actually, it's not just words. They actually sacrificing babies, man. Killing babies, burning babies, you know, actually witnessing the act puts it in a whole nother perspective. You're like, yo, this is real. This is real stuff, man. Okay. You know, and you get scared because you're like, yo, the things that people are doing now is pissing the Lord off, man. But you start to comprehend, like, do people not understand that it's the Most High? I mean, the Most High, man. If the Most High, imagine you in the presence of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, and you're in the spirit world, you're in the area, the throne room, wherever it is that the Most High is at, and the Most High even looks at you, man. Imagine what kind of fear will be going on through every single centimeter of your body, man. Just the Most High even just looking at you, okay, man. Look, man, that's some scary stuff, man, because that's the Most High. He could just think it and you be dead, you know. You in his presence, and he looks at you, even if it's for good. The fact that he even looked your way, man, is a scary thing, because you don't know what the Most High is thinking. You don't know if he's looking at you. You scared to even think something in your head, because, you know, Satan might try to throw a thought in your head, and you get jacked up for that. So just the thought of even the Most High looking at you, all right, face to face, is a scary thing. And then you look at how people conduct themselves. They use the Most High's name in vain. You know, you got people making rap videos with the Yahweh, you know, just literally just throwing the name out there, man. And I'm like, yo, like, this is not a man. This is not your friend. This is the Most High we talking about. And look at how people are behaving, man. It's scary, man. It's scary because when the Most High really brings the wrath, that's why we read about it where it says he's going to come with indignation. He has, Yahweh actually has anger built up, you know. Same thing with Yahushai, man, because they're on one accord. And they're going to let that anger out upon the earth. So even Lord willing, we're of the elect. The scriptures say we're going to be quiet for fear, because it's going to be scary, man. It's going to be scary, man. Think about somebody that's quiet. You know what I'm saying? A brother that's quiet, he barely talks, and he spazzes out one day, man. Pissed off, veins and all, loud ass voice, he just spazzes out. Everybody just gets quiet, like, oh shit. You know, like, damn, that brother, you know, he's really mad. Now think about the Most High, man. You know, when the Most High is not mad, he can still put somebody to death, man. You know, easy. The Most High could be in a regular mood and still be able to put somebody to death, light work, man. So what kind, if the Most High can kill you without being upset, what do you think he's gonna do to you that's worse than death when he actually is upset, man? This is the fear of the Lord, man. When you think like that, man, that's a spirit, 144. When you think of things like that, man, it keeps you in check, because you're like, yo, hold on, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? That's why it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Because when you have that fear, you learn how to avoid the judgment from the Lord, man. You learn what to do so you stay in the good graces of the Lord and you stay out of his wrath. So Jeremiah 30:9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. This has been going on since the time of creation. Okay? The same wicked, disobedient people have been doing the same thing. It's nothing new. So what can the Lord do differently that he hasn't done before? I mean, it got to the point where the Lord flooded the whole earth, and the same thing happened again. And here we are, same position we were in, but more wicked than it was before. The Lord can't put us in captivity. The Lord put us in captivity to where we forgot who we were. He brought us back to our nationality, same thing. You know, same thing. It's like everything that we go through for us to learn, it just becomes null and void. When the Lord forgives us and we come back to who we are, it becomes null and void. You know, when you get your ass beat, oh please, no, I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. The Lord starts beating your ass, man. Fuck all that, man. I'm going back to what I was doing, man. Who that? You know, right back to it, man. So this time, that's why the Lord said he has to do it with fire. Now, there's a precept in the book of Ezekiel. Okay, hopefully I can find it, where the Lord said he's gonna melt. All right, he's gonna melt you people, and he's gonna leave you there. Okay, it might be in Ezekiel. I don't know if it's 12. Yeah, I don't. Maybe it might be 28. Let's see. If it's not there, I'll just go to another one. All right, yeah, I can't find it, so I'll just go to another one, man. All right, but we're about to witness some things like never before, man. Literally, look, man. Literally, the next catalyst that pushes us into Jacob's trouble. That's it. The second we enter Jacob's trouble, that is it. That is literally it. Like, I mean, we're going through it like a roller coaster. Once that roller coaster kicks off, man, it's gone. All right, until the ride comes to an end, you're not getting off. You can't. You're stuck on the ride, man. Now, whether you wanted to get on the ride, whether you're scared of heights, whether you're scared of the ride, it's not gonna stop it. Once Jacob's trouble kicks off, man, that is it, man. And after that comes salvation. So bring it, man. Yes, let the law enforcement prepare. Okay, let them get ready, man. Lord willing, we get into that time, man. Okay. Let me see something. No, sir. I don't know why you moving so fast. Where you think you're going, buddy? Take it that way. You're gonna need to hold up. Take that. Yo. Lucky. But yeah, so when the Lord, all right, finally starts to bring this judgment upon the earth, man, ain't gonna be no excuses, man. All right, ain't gonna be nobody out here, oh, but Lord, but wait, what about this? And no, it's not gonna be talking time, man. Okay. Now the brother put a precept on here. All right. Yep, Ezekiel 22. That's the one. The water. All right. This is from the brother Tazar. Ezekiel 22:20. It says, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and will leave you there and melt you, man. This is what the Lord said he's going to do. This is literally what the only way the Lord's anger is going to be appeased, man. So you can have people go around and talk all they smack and get into that spirit of folly thinking that everything is a joke, man. You go ahead and do that. All right. You continue to do that. And let's see how it turns out for you, man. OK, you have no clue how angry the Lord is, man. When you're doing something stupid that you're not supposed to be doing, and your parents are are right there watching you, and you don't see them, so you finally turn around and you just see your pops just standing there looking at you, pissed off, man, and you get shook up. That's these people, man. Now, if you knew your pops was there looking at you, you wouldn't do that stupid stuff, okay? You wouldn't do that stupid stuff, man. But you didn't know, so you continue to do it in the fullness of stupidity. You continue to do folly, And you fail to realize that the Lord is looking directly at you, man. All of you who are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is looking directly at you, man. Okay? And it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all, man. The Lord and Yahushua are looking directly at you, and Yahushua is thinking, look at these niggas, man. You know, I went on the cross, all right? I sweat blood. I went through all that pain, and look at these niggas, man. You know? They taking it for granted, man. They don't appreciate what the Lord did for us. And then they come against those that do appreciate what the Lord did for us, man. So when the judgment goes out, it's going to be scary, man. It's going to be scary. But, you know, it's because we talk about it so much, it sounds almost like it's trivial, man. But it's not a trivial thing. We're talking about lives, okay? We're talking about life and death here, man. But, hey, people are always going to play, man. That's Jake, you know? Jake is known for that saying, yo, you play too much. That's Jake, man. You play too much, man. It might be funny in the world, man, but it's not funny when you in this truth, man. All right? If there's one thing you got to take most serious of anything, it got to be this truth, man. When it comes to this truth, you got to be the serious you've ever been in your life, man. Okay? Because this is a matter concerning your salvation. Salvation isn't just, oh, get in the kingdom and you know, all these women and spiritual power. Salvation is your life. You actually not dying. That's a part of salvation. All right? I think people tend to forget that part. You know, that if you get salvation, that means you get delivered. All right? When the Lord said in Job 5 that at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, that's not for everybody. You don't just qualify for that by default. Oh, I'm an Israelite, so you know the Lord said all Israel gonna be saved, so I'm gonna be good. No. All right, if you were 2/3, you're gonna go through the pain before that. All right. GMS for fourth dimension for Yaash, GMS Louisiana Saints, Ezekiel 22, and yep, that's the one we just read. Shalom. Tazar, this is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Now you might say, well, it says those that fight against Jerusalem, but the scripture says what? Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, right? Now, amongst Israel, you have Israel, which is the chosen, but you have the chosen among the chosen, which is the Israel of God. Okay, so guess what? You wicked 2/3, you're fighting against the Israel of God. You're fighting against the true Jerusalem, which starts with what? The elect. Okay, that's who John saw. The true Jerusalem is who John saw coming down from heaven. Okay, as a bride adorned for her husband. So guess what? You might think, oh, it's just the heathens. You still gonna get the same judgment because technically the Lord is looking at you like you a heathen. You know, because that's the behavior that you're conveying. Okay, heathenistic behavior. All right, we are under a theocracy. Okay, that means that we are ruled, we are governed by an actual God, by a power. So that means we go by the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, just because we've been given a little bit of liberty, you know, you give Jake an inch, they want to take a mile, and then they wonder why you get upset. All right, so going back to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10, it says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And you know what's funny? You can see this scripture in the view count of certain videos. Okay, if you notice, when there's a video that's going into drama, or is dealing with folly, or is dealing with just Israelite celebrity-ish like things, it's bound to be in the thousands of views. You know, thousands. You got people in the comment, oh, real good, real powerful, real edifying. You know, but it's not really edifying. You know, now the edification can be brought from it, but videos that are just straight drama, you know, Israelite rap videos and all this extra stuff, you know what you'll see there? You'll see thousands of views. People who are prophesying, telling you things, prophesying, telling you false things, you'll see thousands of views. So what does that say about the viewers? It says that those viewers in their mind are saying, we're going to keep watching your folly because we want you to keep bringing us more folly. AKA, we want you to what? To not, we don't want to. And when you look at brothers who actually post edifying videos, your view count isn't that high compared to those that don't post edifying videos according to the true doctrine. You know why? Because this scripture right here, Jake says what? See not. We don't want to watch your stuff, man. Yeah, your stuff is, we don't even, it's boring. You know? When you go into actual information, edifying information, prophecy, news, history, a breakdown of actual scriptures the correct way, and I don't really want to learn. I want to be entertained. So they say, see not. We don't care. We don't want to watch your videos, you know? But it says what? And to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things. That's why they won't watch your videos. Because they don't want to hear the right thing. They don't want to get rebuked. They don't want to hear anything that's going to be for their correction. It says what? Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. So they're saying, they're promoting those who speak unto them smooth things and prophesy deceits by the likes and all of that, man. Okay, and that doesn't bother us because we would rather take the conscience of knowing we're doing the right thing over the praise of men. Oh, real powerful. Oh, yeah, I love this. Oh, that's why I love you. You know what I'm saying? You always get the drama piece. But did the Lord say that he that gets the drama piece is going the same shall gain salvation? No. He said, he that endureth unto the end. He said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Okay? Not because you were able to slice and dice this person, or because you're so good at titling your videos, or because you teach real powerfully. Nah, man, it's about teaching the correct thing. All right? This is Stay in the Spirit 144 by Jeremiah 5:3. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Okay? See, back then, you would have physical congregation of a lot of people watching, all right, the false prophets, man, and partaking in their activities. Today, they do it mainly online, you know, through the comment board, all right, through the live chats, okay, through the view counts. That's where the congregation is at. Okay, so like it says, Jake, they love to hear false things, man. Okay, you know why? You know why more people like to hear false things than right things? Because the Lord said there's a multitude that's gonna perish. But they can't perish if they know the truth, if they like to hear the truth. No, they have to love the false things so the Lord can be justified when he destroys them. You know, so look, it's not a bad thing that we're a small sanctuary. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, man. It's a good thing that the Lord doesn't have us out there exposed like that. You know, it's a good thing that because you know what it's going to bring? It's just going to bring annoyance with people just coming there just to scoff, and which they do that now anyway. But it's going to allow you to focus, man. Hey, guess what? Sometimes too much clout doesn't allow you to focus, you know, because demons will try to creep their way in there. And that's why brothers always got to pray, man. Never forget to pray for humility. Okay. Yeah, we all pray for the Lord to establish us. We all pray for the Lord to build us up. Okay. But always, always, always pray that with each step that you grow, you have humility. You have double the humility, man. That is what will keep pride away from you. And you know, that's why one thing I noticed, when you see like, you know, different camps or different groups, you don't really see humility in their eyes. You know why? Because they have such a large following. So they believe that people are following them because they're knowledgeable. And because of that, as the scriptures say, knowledge puffeth up. So they become proud. You know why? Because they're not gaining knowledge, all right, or true knowledge. They're gaining clout. And they're mistaking that for people looking at them as though they're knowledgeable. It's not about that. You got to pray for it, man. You got to pray for the Lord to give you true knowledge, because you can have knowledge, but what good is your knowledge if it's not according to the true doctrine, if it's not according to the scriptures? Okay? So always pray for humility, man, because Satan is constantly, he's constantly lurking. Like that's right. The elder said they think gain is godliness. If you haven't noticed, man, throughout all the scriptures, man, godliness is usually not, the people who are godly, man, they're usually not out there like that, man. Okay? The people who are godly are really looked at as, what the hell are you about? We don't want to hear what you got to say because it's not enticing to us, man. Those are the people the Lord deals with. The only reason that these men of old had major clout now is because we're in the future. So we know that they're the true men of the Lord. Okay? Hey, man, but that's a scary thing, man. Because the Lord could sift you out in so many different ways. So many different ways, man. You know, so you got to constantly pray that you stay on the right path, man. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just keep doing what you're doing. You know, you don't need to take it a step further. You don't need to do it extra. The best thing you could do is just keep doing what you're doing, man. Stay on the path. You going good, man. You know, and I was watching one of the elders from Dallas. I believe his name is Ariella. I didn't get to finish the video, but he was saying, look, man, all hands on deck, but stay in your lane. You know, because when you start to look and compare, you know, when you start to compare yourself, that's when you start messing up. You know why? Let's say we're all running this race, Everybody has a different level of stamina, and I'm speaking spiritually. And everybody has a different level of speed. Some brothers might have longer legs. Some brothers might not. Brother might be short, but he just might be fast just based on his mechanics. If you're running at a good pace, because you've just been pacing yourself in your mind, but you start to look at the next brother and you're like, damn, look at them strides. Oh, damn, look at that form. And he passes you and you like, nah, I'm trying to, you mess up your rhythm. You start overexert energy that you don't need to use. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to burn out. Why? Because you're not matching his speed. He's not overexerting himself to keep that speed. That's just how the Most High made him. So your best bet, it's not about who finishes first, it's about who finishes. Okay? The scripture says you have to finish the race. It's not about who finishes first. It's about who actually finishes the race, man. Okay? That's a key thing to also keep in mind. All right, this is Alice in Brill, Matthew 7:23. I don't know who that is, but Matthew 7:23, and then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye who practice lawlessness. That might be a different version. I don't know if that's the King James version, but basically that's what the Lord is going to tell a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to be shocked. Now, do you think Yahushua is going to come out of his chariot and stand at the doorway and then have everybody walk to him line by line? What's your name? Nah, I never knew you. Depart from me. Go. Next. What's your name? Nah, I never knew you. Depart from me. Go. Next. That's not how the Lord's going to do it. You know how he's going to tell you I never knew you? When your ass gets a laser beam burning the shit out of you. When you are, it's funny because Jake is so funny, man. You can commit all this wickedness. When the Lord comes, you see brothers getting beamed up. Call on Yahweh. You know in the back of your mind that you done did so much wickedness. You never repented. And you looking up, calling him to deliver you. A beam is going to come down all right, but it's not going to take you up. You're going to start feeling a nice burning sensation that you're not really going to like too much. All right. Yep, that's right. Tazar, Galatians 6:3. If a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Okay. That's why, look, man, it's a balance. You can't be in the I ain't shit mentality, but then you can't be in the I'm the shit mentality. You got to find the balance in between, because you if you too much into the I ain't shit mentality, you start to put on the woe is me spirit, and then you start to be unproductive. But when you in the I'm the shit, I think I'm something, then you start to put on the proud spirit, and then you become unproductive. Okay? You got to remember wherever you at right now, how did you get here? By doing what you were taught, following the true doctrine, and just continuing to go day by day. You're not competing with anybody. You're doing your own thing, man, according to the Lord's will. It's pleasing to the Lord. Just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Okay. Stay in the spirit, 144. 2 Corinthians 10:12. For we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare, beautiful precept, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves. You see? It says, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. There's a reason for that, man. Okay? There's a reason for that, because you look, man, we have so much to do right now and so much to focus on right now that if your mindset or your focus is on, and that's what the disciples were thinking in their head, who's going to be the greatest, and Yahushua told them, look, man, really, it's not about that. It's not about that, man. It's about, you should be happy to just get into the kingdom. Okay? That should be satisfying enough, man, because look, in the kingdom, it's not going to be, oh, well, this brother got this and I didn't get. Look, everybody going to get what you're going to get. You're going to be happy and content with what you got. All right? Sons of Thunder, 144, Ba, Shalom. Galatians 6:7, be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh, I believe it goes on, shall of the flesh reap corruption. Okay? You got to remember these things, man. Look, and we were discussing this too, man. The truth is more than just, doing videos and going out to the highways and byways. You know why? Because there's people, all right, that's a requirement of the Lord, but there's people who do that, but yet throughout the week, they don't connect it. Throughout the week, they don't connect. Being a part of this truth is your actual life. It's not your camera time. It's your life. Okay? if when I'm done with this video, what am I gonna do with my life? You know, that's also being a part. That's what it means to be in the body of Yahushua. Okay, it means what are you doing? All right, that because the Lord is watching you. You know, brothers only see you when you on camera, but the Lord sees you 24/7. So to the Lord, is your life edifying to the Lord? You know, do you study? Do you read? Do you meditate on things? Hey, when you see brothers doing videos, it's not because out of nowhere they just, because sometimes the Lord will put a thought into your mind to do a video on, but usually they meditating on something that prompts them to do a video. You know, so throughout your week, throughout your life, are you doing something that's gonna flow, or is gonna show on Saturdays, or is gonna show when you go out and teach, or is gonna show through your videos? That's how you grow, man. You don't grow by just saying, all right, I'm not going to do anything productive until I got to do a video. Or I'm not going to touch the scriptures until I got to get precepts to do a video. Or I'm not going to do anything until I go out to the highways and byways. You could still go out to the highways and byways and still get destroyed. Judas Iscariot, he was doing the work. He was among the 12. He was doing the work. Lord gave him power with the rest of them, and they went and they were casting out devils and healing people and all that. Guess what? Satan still got him. And he ultimately wasn't a part of them. Okay? He was doing the work, but it's not about the outward necessarily. It's about the inward, man. Are you sincerely doing the work, or are you doing it for contention's sake? Either way, you're gonna benefit the listeners, but you're not gonna benefit. That's why Paul said you got to examine yourself, lest after you've done all this, you be a castaway. You know, you got to think, okay, all right, you know, like in my actual life, you don't got to do the most. You know, but are you actually living this truth, man? Okay, is it a part of you? Can you go, and this is one thing I always say, man. If you can go 24 hours without thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushua, without thinking about scriptures in any way, shape, or form, without thinking about prophecy, without just thinking about any of that stuff. If you can go 24 hours with your mind completely in the world, you got a problem. You have a major problem, and you got to check yourself, man. Okay, it should not be possible if you're a true a vessel of the Lord. It should not be possible for you to go 24 hours, and that's being fair with it. 24 hours without once thinking anything spiritual, thinking about the Lord, thinking about any of that stuff. You're not in the right spirit. Okay, you're not in the right spirit. All right, because you mean to tell me throughout even before you eat, you gotta pray. You know, if something happens in your life, you might see something that instinctively, if your mind is in the heavens, you're gonna think about something. You might see a sodomite. You might get upset. You know, why are you gonna get upset? Because in your spirit, you're in the right mindset. You know, you're vexed because you're like, oh, you know. Then it starts a chain reaction. You know, you get upset at that, and then you start getting vexed, and then you start thinking, oh man, then you start getting upset that you were in Babylon, and then you start meditating on how to get out of here, and then you meditate on the kingdom, and then you want the kingdom more, so now you know what I'm saying? It's all a chain reaction. But if you go in days, all right, and you're not in the spirit, man, you're not thinking of anything spiritual, there might be a day where you don't put up a video, but you know, you might be doing things that are gonna keep you up in the spirit. But if you actually just going just your regular life, not giving a damn about any of that stuff, man, there is a problem. Okay, there's a serious problem with you, man. You gotta pray. You gotta pray for that, for the Lord to not put you in that spirit. Because now, in the time of Jacob's trouble, we're gonna live by faith. We're gonna need to be locked into faith 24/7, man. Okay. So let's see what I got. What else do I have here? Let's go actually to the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 59 and 19, and we're gonna go into the standard that the Lord is gonna lift up. You know, because sometimes they think that the Lord's gonna lift up a standard for everybody. You know, well, if the Lord gonna protect that brother, man, well, I know the brother, so I'm gonna get protected. You know, if the Lord gonna protect the apostles, man, the apostles like me. You hear the error in that? The apostles like me, so I'm gonna get delivered. No. Because you know why? The apostles ain't going to deliver you. Brothers ain't going to deliver you. Okay? Look, man, if you got somebody that's doing what they got to do, just because they know you or they like you, that don't mean you're going to get delivered. Because you know why? They're not the ones issuing out deliverance. You know? The Most High is. Okay? Stay in the spirit. 144. Proverbs 8 and 3. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. Okay, that is the spirit you're supposed to be in, man. Okay, constantly watching. You're waiting daily. You're looking to see, okay, what is it? You know, what's next? You know, what is there a topic I could go into? You know, can I what can I do to upgrade myself spiritually? You know, I don't like to feel stagnant. I don't want to feel like a whole day went by and I didn't improve in any way, shape, or form. You know, I didn't do anything. You know, you always want to be constantly abounding, as the scriptures say. You know, constantly abounding in this truth. Now, this is the book of Isaiah 59:19, because ultimately that's all gonna pay out for those that were doing it the right way, those that were in the right spirit. Every sacrifice you've made, every ounce of diligence you've put is gonna be converted, all right, into favor that you're gonna gain in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. So this is Isaiah 59, verse 19. We read this all the time, okay, but this is only gonna apply to a certain people. All right. So it says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So now when Esau comes in, as you can see in the title, they're getting ready for that. All right. Hey, when you're reading Project Megiddo, this is basically what they're talking about. That getting to the end, you're gonna have people. They call them Bible believers. They call them conspiracy theorists. They're gonna say you're gonna have people that are gonna try and uprise and become violent towards law enforcement. You know, and then they came to one of the elders in our camp asking him, you know what I'm saying, if he knows anybody that's seditious, any other camps, you know, that are planning, you know, to do something violent on this election. But you know why? Because they're looking. And you got dumbass Israelites that are giving them exactly what they're looking for. You know, we got to get guns and we're going to police our own neighborhoods, you know? So the cop watching you, we watching them. But what about the unmanned drone that's watching you? What about the sniper on the top of the helicopter that's watching you? Are you watching him too? Is your neighborhood watch going to cover him? You know, so now we're getting ready to see what they're about to do, man. And, you know, they could set us up. You know, they could very well set a big ass false flag and set us up, or everything could go smoothly, which is hard to imagine that, you know, but we have to wait and see, man. But you got to be prepared. So even when that happens, guess what? When that happens, everybody's going to become silent. You know why? Because, you know, feelings are going to be high. Oh, shit, what's going on? Like, things are actually happening now. And now, you know what's going to be? Those who didn't do anything, you're not going to have anything to fall back on. You're not going to have anything to bargain with the Lord about. You know, Lord, I know my righteousness is as a filthy rag, but, you know, I did what you commanded. I did the works to the best of my ability. You know, I did my best to stay in the spirit. I did my best to do what's pleasing unto you. And then the Lord will say, you know what? Even if he was upset, you know what? You're right. He could pull up your track record and see, you know, this brother was diligent. He was doing this. You know what? He's good. But if you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing, man, what the hell you think is going to happen? What you going to fall back on? Lord, I know my righteousness as a filthy rag, but what? What? Let's pull up your track record. But what? Okay, drama, contention, scoffing, edification, no. Learning, no. Studying, no. Staying in the spirit, no. Now, what? All you have is negative cases, man. Cases that are gonna work against you. So what are you gonna fall back on? Here it is. Esau's ready. His troops are ready. They're coming after everybody. But now you're trying to plead with the Lord. You're trying to bargain, Lord, please. I know I've been wicked, but if you give me a second chance. How many chances did the Lord give us, man? If you give me a second chance, there ain't no second chances. Your way to prove to the Lord your diligence is now, while you have the platform to do so. Once the platform goes away, what are you going to use to show the Lord that he should deliver you? You know, what spiritual currency are you going to have? You investing your time in carnality, what spiritual currency are you going to be able to pull from your bank? Nothing. You're not going to be able to pull anything from your bank. You're going to go into your vault and it's going to be empty. Okay? And that death angel is going to snatch your ass right up, man. Okay? You know, it's funny. We building currency in the spirit on the right-hand side so we could get delivered. Niggas are building currency in the spirit on the left-hand side. So what you're doing is you're putting your money with Satan. You're every wicked thing you do, you're paying Satan to come and get your ass. Every righteous thing we do, we paying the Most High to come get us. All right? Stay in the spirit. Brothers is on fire. So it says, Proverbs 8:35, for whoso findeth me findeth life and shall obtain. How you doing? No, I'm not. I just came. I just parked. Yeah. It says, findeth life and shall obtain favor of the Lord, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. All right. So if you sinning against the Most High, man, you wrong if your own soul, because the Most High is the power of life. But if you're going against him, he's gonna give you death, man. You know, it's like the Most High is coming with the right hand, the hand of life, and you're like, you're swatting it away. You know what I'm saying? You're like, no, I don't want life. Man, get that away. I don't want that, man. You know, and you like the Most High is trying to pull the death away from you, but you pulling it. You pulling it in. I'll give you that. Give me that. But you don't see that in the spirit, man. Okay. Revelation 14:13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord, from henceforth, yea, thus saith the Spirit, that they may rest, and their labors and their works do follow them. You see? So you have credit, you have clout, the righteous clout with the Lord, man. You know? So when your prayers come up, the Lord knows you. You know? Your prayers get priority. You know, your prayers don't gotta wait in line. Your prayers go straight to the Lord. You know, of course, through Yahushai, okay? But it's because he recognizes you. You know, he knows that whenever you're praying, or whenever he hears your name, or he looks down, you're either doing the work, or you're doing something that you're not going off. Even if you're not doing the work at the moment, and you just enjoying your leisure time, you ain't doing something that's wicked. You're not going off. So the Lord has no problem with you, man. You're already in the right spot, man. That's the kind of area you want to be in. Okay? This is very, very important, man. Okay? Yep. Yamin Ben Yamin Israel, James 1:25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. You know, so you can't just be hearers of the word. You see, people love to hear this word. You know, it sounds, oh yeah, I'm in the spirit. Yeah. Whoa, shalom, brother. Yeah, keep it going. You on fire. I love it. Okay. But you know what? Okay, thank you for that. But what I'm doing is actually gonna help me. You know, what you're doing, if you're not doing something, if you're not putting your hands to the plow, it's not gonna help you, man. You could come out here and chant and cheerlead for until you drop dead. The Lord ain't gonna deliver you off of cheerleading because he didn't command you to cheerlead. You know, now if you put in your hand, if you're doing something, all right, and now guess what? If you actually doing the works and you're using your comments to exhort other brothers, guess what? The Lord's gonna bless you double. But if you ain't doing shit and you just cheerleading, then the Lord's gonna look at you like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like you've been watching all these videos for so long and you never picked up on how to do a video by yourself, man. The spirit just never hit you inside like, yo, you know, like you can do more, man. You know, do something. So yeah, like I was in Isaiah 59:19, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them to protect his elect. To protect his elect. Okay? To protect his elect. We don't know exactly what the standard is going to be. It could be spiritual power. It could be angels intervening. It could be a chariot. Lord could do anything, man. But pursuant to 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, then shall they be known who are my chosen, man. The Lord is going to let it be known who are his chosen. We're not going to need to tell you we the men of the Lord. You're going to see it for yourself. Everybody's going to see it for themselves, man. Okay? But that was all I had on here. Let's see what brothers got. Prince of Yahweh, Hosea 8:3. Israel hath cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. Exactly. Here it is. The enemy's about to run in on your ass. And as the scriptures say in Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. The enemy's about to run in on your ass, and you out here, you're about to go to war, but you're throwing away your shield, you're throwing away your sword, you're taking off your helmet, you're throwing it somewhere. That's what you're doing. You know, instead of preparing in the spirit, you're taking off your armor, you throwing it somewhere. Okay? Like, you had the armor on when the enemy wasn't coming, but now that things are actually happening, you taking all your armor off. You're literally preparing to fail. All right? This is Tazar, Revelation 11:5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. And that's spiritual power that we gonna get. That's such a beautiful thing, man. The package of righteousness, the package of salvation is such a beautiful thing. We're gonna get all these all these benefits. Plus, we're gonna get delivered from destruction, man. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know, I wonder what it feels like to actually perform spiritual power. You know, to feel the heavy spirit of the Lord coursing through your veins, man. All right, inside your body. Hey, that you know, that gotta be a good feeling. You know, you know, to experience unimaginable divine power of the gods on earth through your body. Okay, and you able to make things happen, man. You know, actual power. That's gonna be heavy, man. Okay. Right now we looked at as, you know, feeble, whatever, you know, da. But hey, when that time comes, the Lord's he's gonna raise us up, man. He's gonna big us up. Verse 6. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Okay. And this is what's coming, man. Okay. You see what's going on. We watch, everybody's watching this election. We're waiting to see what they're going to do with the vaccine. We already see the talks of the chip coming out. So now we just have to watch and see. Okay? And may Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Lord willing, let this pop off. All right? And push and let that Jacob's trouble hit and deliver us, man. You know, Lord willing, the Lord remembers us. All right? Counts our work, you know, as worthy, and he has mercy on us, man. But we want to get out of here, man. We're tired of this, man. All right? We want all this folly to stop. We'd rather a world where everybody's in a solemn, scared spirit than a world where people are just in folly and disrespecting the Lord, man. We'd rather that, you know, because at least they're going to fear the Lord. You know, so like I said, man, time is short. All right? Give it your all while you can, and just keep your eyes out, man. All right? We're going to watch and see what happens, man, because even if nothing happens this election, something is bound to happen very soon anyway. Okay? But we got to watch. We got to pray. And Lord willing, man, you know, the exciting part of this ministry now really starts to kick off, man, where things actually get, you know. So hey, we gonna see, man. This is your main Benjamin Israel Kanak. I put my life on the line, speaking truth, no guile, no lukewarmness. My office is Facebook, where I do edification, but now Esau Edom take away 2 of my pages and block the other 2. Hey, well, you could come on YouTube, man. You know, because majority, when people look to hear the truth, man, majority of them come to YouTube, because that's where majority of the you know, of the prophets are at. You know, so hey, yeah, you know, you could be on Facebook, you could be on Facebook, and you could be on YouTube. You know, you can actually do videos, whatever. Hey, wherever you fit in, get in and do what you got to do. You know, I'm not gonna tell you how to do the works, but however you can do, whatever you can do that's gonna promote this work and is gonna please the Lord, you do that, man. Do it to the best of your ability, and you know, Lord willing, hey, we make it out of this, man. So with that, I'm gonna end it off here. All right, we're gonna watch and see what these devils gonna do. But regardless of what they do, even if they do set up a false flag and blame us for it, call us terrorists and all that, man, it's a beautiful thing. All right, it's a beautiful thing, because at least something is happening. All right, according to prophecy, man. And have the faith that the Lord is gonna deliver us no matter what. We are in a better position than anybody else on the planet Earth, man. Remember that. We are in a better position than anybody else on the planet Earth. Even if we're the ones getting demonized, we're in a better position than anybody else on the planet Earth, man. Okay? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kudash. Until next time.